Okay, what you see on the screen right now is a PDF representation of what the touchscreen panel menus are going to look like in Nadeau Teleconference Center after the new installation. Okay, so the users are going to come in, they're going to follow the instructions here, which says touchscreen to begin. They're going to tap the touchscreen, at which point the big screen on the wall is going to come down, and the system will by default display the PC that is in the podium. And this menu will come up right here. This is one of two screens that the end users will be able to see. There will be a couple others that are hidden behind a password for technicians to use, but this is one of them. I'll just go through all the buttons. It starts in this mode, full screen mode. You can see full screen is blue. The podium PC will be displayed. If they want to choose a different source, all they have to do is press the button. It'll appear on the big screen. As simple as that. No more touching screen buttons and source buttons back and forth or any of that stuff. They touch it, it's going to show up. We have mic master volume. This is for all the mics. It'll control the volume on the podium mic plus all of the other ones simultaneously. We're going to mix them previously, but this will control them all simultaneously, kind of like a master level. A mute for that. A video mute. What that does is it'll make the screens black. Essentially just activates the black screen function on the projectors. We've actually had requests for this quite a bit. Someone will have something fancy they want to unveil and they won't want anything on the screens. What we've had to do in the past is just show some empty source. This will enable us to do it the right way. We have this source volume is the volume for everything else. I used to say program audio. No one understood that. I think source volume makes more sense because we have a source here and the source volume here. Source and source. Anyway, the volumes are going up and down. We have the volume sliders going different ways to differentiate them so people don't get confused. This will mute the source volume. This button is going to prompt, well, it's going to bring up a prompt for a 4-digit passcode, and so is this one. And we'll see those screens in a little bit. Obviously, this turns it off. If they want to split the screen in half, they will just press split screen. If they do that, this will appear on the touch panel, and I'll explain what's going to happen. Whichever source was on the whole screen is going to get moved to the left side, and whatever's on the right side, we have it defaulted so the document camera appears. Of course, that can all be changed, but we have it defaulted that way because that's the most common configuration. Everything in the middle and all the volumes are the same, except now you have 2 rows of sources. Again, whatever you want on this half, you press here. Whatever you want on this half, you press here. You can split it any way you want to. The other 2 new buttons are these little audio buttons. If these are highlighted, that means that the audio is affiliated with that side. We used to have buttons on the touch panel that said audio follow. Those were kind of confusing. I think this is an easier way to do it. Basically, if the thing's blue, you're going to hear what's on the left. If the thing's blue here, you're going to hear what's on the right. And it's very easy to explain it to people that way. Again, you can go back to full screen at any time. And it seems quite simple to use. I will scroll down. Now this is a virtual mixing console for all the microphones. This is going to be preset by us, but if we need to change, if we have someone who's super soft-spoken or super loud, or we have a great variety of people with different needs, or anyway, this will just enable somebody to put in a code and change the individual volumes of the microphones a little bit if they have to. And we need this feature because there's no hardware way to do it. We'd have to network into the device that's controlling this to do it without this controller. So the current system does have this, and again, the way it is now, you can only access it in the control room. We'll have no control room, but it'll be behind the passcode. That's what this is. This is another one. I'll probably actually have more on it in case somebody wants one of the projectors turned off without getting the remote out, or you can raise or lower the screen. Say somebody for some reason does not want the back screen on and does not want that projector on. I can turn them off from here. I think they tell me eventually this screen will also show things like lamp life in the projector, so we don't need to go manually check it. Stuff like that. Again, this is behind a passcode. But I think it looks nice, looks simple. This window, I think, is about the size that it's going to be. It might be slightly smaller. But anyway, I've stopped by a couple of times to show it, but I haven't caught up to you, and I want to make sure that you got to see it. And also, this video will be able, you can share the video with people, and it'll be easy to show them what it's going to be like. Have a wonderful day.